Yep. Okay, so it start recording. Now, the first thing when you start your MetaTrader 4, so you receive something, I close all this one, so you see what you receive when you start first time. So normally what's happened, that's every time when you open your MetaTrader 4, you have the 4 screen in this format, in this shape. Okay, you can close all of them because you don't need all of them. You just leave one. Now we're going to change this background and we're going to save that template as our default template. So every time you open MetaTrader 4, it will open in the same template. So right click, properties, colors, the background, it's your personal choices. What background do you want? I like a little bit the lighter background, so that's my choice. You can have your own choice. The foreground is black, grid line, that's okay. Bar up line and bar down is red. Bull candle is lime, actually it's a green, not lime, because it's a little bit lighter on this color. And the bear candle is red. We leave line graph as it is, volume as it is, ask price as it is, and stop level as it is. We go to the common, we choose candlesticks, we remove the show grid, we click on show period separator. The show period separator is a day or week or month, whatever it's in between two vertical lines you will see. We also click show ask price. And that's all we got. So now it's done. This is, you can call it your base template or your default template. So every time you start your new chart, it should start on this one. So let's save this one, save. So I just do it again. Click on this icon here, templates, save, and change this name to default. That's done. Now, every time you start new currency pair, it will open into the same template. Right? So that's what you get. If you want to tile up all those 4 pairs, you can use Windows, tile Windows, and that's how you get what you will get this. You can save this entire setting, what you got right now, as your currency profile. What I mean by that is, for example, you are trading very, very actively Euro USD. You want to see the price movement on daily chart, 4-hourly chart, hourly chart, and 30 minutes. So you go here in the first tab, this one, Euro USD, daily. Go to the second one, Euro USD, 4-hour. This one, Euro USD, hourly, and Euro USD on your 30 minutes time frame. You can make now is a tile, so that's what you got. You can see at a glance your daily, your 4-hourly, hourly, and 30 minutes. All I need to do now is save this particular pair as my currency profile. Every time I open that profile, I will have this with me. So for example, and how do you save it? File, profile, save as, and I will type here EUR USD. Done. Now you can see right up here in the bottom, Euro USD. If I want to move to the default, it goes to the default, British pound, whatever. What I will do now, I will ask you to do, let's say this is Euro USD. We want to do now pound USD. So all we need to do, we need to bring this pound USD here, pound USD here, pound USD here, and pound USD here. File, profile, save as GBP USD. If I want to switch to the different profile, I click here, Euro USD. I want to go to the pound USD, pound USD. If you want to put some indicators on this profile, make sure you prepare your baseline template first, put whatever the indicator you want, and then you create your profile. So this is some kind of the work you can do, let's say over the weekend for few currencies, which is the top currencies like Euro USD, Pound USD, USD JPY, Euro JPY, Pound JPY, and maybe one or more like USD Swiss franc. So these 6 or 8 currencies, which are the major one, I normally keep those profile, set them up, and only thing I need to do on the daily basis, I just go switch the chart and see straight away what's happening in 4 different time frames. And then I can see, yes, which time frame I want to trade and how I want to trade. So this is the one way to create your profile. Normally, you can see I got here from my broker IC Market gave me some profile as well. For example, he gave me this, the market overview profile, which he created himself. All it does is actually give me what's happening in the market. So I have to just make it a little bit bigger. So here you go, it's giving me the market profile. Euro USD 30, 30, 30, and 30 with the different indicators, which is a little bit complicated. I never used that. He want to give me, he want me to see Swiss franc. This is the Swiss franc. If he want to give me the default, that's the default, which is what we had before, right? So that's how you set up your profile. Now what we're going to do, we're going back to Euro USD. We go into the daily chart, make it bigger, and now we're going to add a particular moving average, which we call the 34 moving average with high, low, and close. So let's add those indicators. Moving average, 100, I want to keep it. Exponential, high of the 100, I want to keep a color of dark green. That's it. Moving average, 100. Close, I want a color of blue. Moving average, 100. And I want to apply to the low of the price. And that color is red. Now I got this 3 moving average. And sorry, this 1 moving average with the 3 different, the price on those. And I want to call this particular moving or this template, let's say I want to call K5, K5 GR, green, red, okay, green, blue, and red, okay? So I got green, red, and blue, green, red, and blue. That's what I want to call K5 graph. So every time I go to another currency pair, I can apply the same template and it will save within that profile straight away. So for example, if I want to go into the British pound and I want to apply the template, for example, up here. So apply K5 graph, I will have here K5 graph, K5 graph, K5 graph, right? And if I want to do my trading on the 30 days moving at 30 minutes time frame, I will just make it bigger. I can see that these cycles are coming closer. I can now do my trading based on that one if I want to, or I can wait until it can turn around. So that's how I use the moving average to do my, to just check the price reaction to a particular moving average. Right, now let's say The same thing we want to do with Euro USD. So Euro USD, we just make it tiles. It's gone back to the normal. And now we apply the template of K5 grab, K5 grab, K5 grab. Okay, so that's two. You can make your own profile for British pound, JPY, Euro JPY, USD JPY, USD Swiss franc, Australian dollar, and the US dollar, whatever you want to do. It's just easier way to load your profile quite easily, rather than just going and keep dragging those currency pair into your window. Another one which I want to show you, I will call that is profile as my scanner. So I would say save as scanner, right? The scanner profile will have nothing, so I will remove all those pairs and I will simply just add one chart. I will highlight properties. I'll remove all those colors and everything from here. I will keep only my black background, nothing else. So that's background is black. Everything is nothing, all none. There is no color because we're going to use some tables and some other kind of information, which would be quite useful for you. Okay. So we don't want to show period, we don't want to ask price, we don't want this, and this is done, right? That's called the blank page and a blank scanner. I will save this template as my K5 scanner template. Replace, yes, it's done. Now, I have created a template. Sorry, I have created an expert advice, which one of the programmers somewhere in Iran helped me to make it, and I have to pay him. So what that scanner does is actually load 2 or 3 different trading software or trading system into one window. It scans every 4 hours or 1 hour or whatever the time frame you define, the rule which I define on that one. And if based on that one, it will tell you if it is a buy signal or the sell signal. So before I will load this one, I want to introduce you those the system which I am actually using. So we will come back to this one later on, but let's first go to the system. So I will go to the new currency pair, Euro USD. Again, I want to add MACD on this one, 1226. That's it. And I want to add 2 moving average. One is 8 of the close, and another moving average is 18, and that's simple. And this color is purple. The system which I call income generator, it does very, very basic things. It's got not so many things to do. The only thing it will do, it will actually check the 3 rules. The rule number 1, short moving average or the fast moving average crossing above or below slow moving average. In this case, the red line is a fast moving average. The purple line is your slow moving average. Whenever the red line cross above purple line and the histogram is above this red line in the MACD, the system will generate a buy signal. It's depending on what's the time frame you have. Once you receive this buy signal, it will then you have to go and visually see like if signal is valid or not, or is a short-lived signal, or it's gonna go away or whatever. The advantage for this system, this scanner, is that the scanner will scan the entire market every 4 hours or whatever the time frame you define. So you don't have to go for open these 28 currency pairs and check, see if they got any valid buy signal based on this income generator trading system. The another trading system which I have defined in the same system is when the price is above 200 moving average or below 200 moving average. When it's below 200 moving average, it will generate a sell signal. When it's above 200 moving average, it will generate a buy signal. Again, this system will actually, the system will actually scan all the 28 currency pairs, and wherever this signal happens or whenever it meets the criteria, it will send you a message and say, yes, it's meeting. And then you can actually go at that currency pair, watch it and move it and view it and see if it's really a valid signal or not, or it's going to be a short lead or it's going to be a long lead. So these two systems are defined on this particular scanner. So I'm going to load this scanner, and then we will see how it works. So it's an expert advice. If you want this, the trading system, I have actually put in my Dropbox share folder, which I will share with you guys soon. On that folder, all you need to do, you need to copy this K5 scanner _2 from the Dropbox into the file, open data folder, MQL4 expert, and just drop it here. When you drop it here, after that, you simply right click and refresh. It will refresh the scanner and then it's appear, then you will see it here. Now all you need to do, you need to make sure this auto trading is on. You click the scanner, drag into this blank screen with the black color in the background. That's it. And now it's you need to actually put all those time frames, these currency pairs here. So whichever currency pair you want to monitor, you need to copy on this one. It's a comma separated line. So euro, so let's say for example USD JPY comma AUD USD comma and whatsoever. In that Dropbox folder, I got a file called pair.rft. So you just simply cut and paste from that, and on this one, that will make your life easier. So for example, if I go to the Dropbox folder, volumes, data, Dropbox, K5. So there is a file, you will see something called pairs, these pairs. Double click on this. I open in the WordPad, nothing fancy. These are the 28 pairs. You don't have to type manually, just do a Control-C. Then go back to this screen and Control-V. Now you got all those pairs are defined there. Time frame, it's up to you which time frame you want to monitor. I normally monitor in the 4 hour because I don't have time during the day. So I monitor it's every 4 hour, and when in the night, every 4 hour, my system in Canada, it's run all this scanner 24 hour, and it send me an email whenever there is a signal. I act on that signal when I have a time. I don't have to actually go and check straight away after every 4 hours. So normally when I sit down 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in front of my computer, I go to my email and I view that's how many signals I have received in last 4 or 10 hours or 8 hours. I just go through those, the currency pairs, watch myself, monitor myself, view it and see if it is valid or not. So let's put it 4 hours. The fast moving average is 8. The first one is the income generator. The second one is the 18. Simple close, exponential close. You don't have to change anything else. You come right at the bottom, up, just up here. So this says crossover fast moving average, 5 and 200. Why 5 and why 200? It's very simple. The 5 moving average is just run across almost close to the price. So it's very, very close to the price. So whenever 5 is crossing below 200, it means that the price is gone below 200. When the 5 is goes above 200, it means this price is gone above 200. So I do this one and then I click OK. And now it will go to the market. It will check for all those data, validate the data, and then it's load into the system. Now, at the moment, I think my broker, it's maybe down, so that's why it's not loading. I will go to my uh, remote machine in Canada to see what's happening there, and I can show you from there. Now, these are all the currency pair which continually monitors, and when it's generated the sell signal, buy signal, sell signal, buy signal, and this when it's a crossing. So when the price is crossing below 200, it's tell me that if it's a one red arrow downwards, it's mean it's happened in the last bar. If you see two, then it's mean it's happened in just two bar below before after, and the third one is happened two bar after the before that one. So I monitor for the three bars, and when you see the three bar, then it's mean that the signal is strong, and the cross above or cross below is just happened three bar before. And the reason why is this: when sometimes if it's only one bar, then I normally don't act because maybe the price change on the next bar. But if I continually receive the same sell signal, it means that yes, it's a valid. So I monitor up to the three bar. Also, sometimes if I missed out on the current bar, then at least I know that the three bars before the price already crossed over or crossed under, and I still have a chance to enter into the market. This one income stream, as I told you that it will monitor for the 8 moving average crossing below or crossing above the 18, and the MACD histogram is above or below the red line. That's how those ones coming up. So at the moment, see if it's come up or not on mine. It's still waiting. So it's not connecting to my broker. I think it's a broker is down at the moment. It's normally on the weekend. Some are down on the some down on the Saturday, some down on the Sunday. So we have to wait for that one. So these are the ones. These are the two moving average you can see, and based on that one, you can have your trading strategy. So for example, so let's go to some of the emails, see if I can find them. Yes. So for example, this is the email I received. It says very simple thing. Income stream signal buy on Euro JPY 4 hour time frame. That signal I received 30th of November. And it's a 4 hour, so 4 hour time frame. This is the currency, and that's the signal. That's the simple things I received from my the machine in Canada, which actually run 24 hour up there. There is a group which I created for, and I think it's called K5 Signal or something. You can subscribe to that group. You will automatically receive those signals in your email, and if you're not happy with the 4 hour time frame, then you can have that scanner installed in your own trading system and run it as you wish, 30 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, or whatever the time frame you want. But then you have to keep your computer running to receive those signals. If you don't have your computer running, you won't receive any signals. Okay, it's still yes, it's not going to do it because it's not connecting. See what's happening. Yep. All right, so I'll close this and see if some other broker has can connect it. Okay. So this is how I set up my MetaTrader 4. This is how you can do your market watch, and you can set up the templates and the various indicators and the scanners. So is any question on those setup? Okay, so there is a question, please turn on the, okay. So red showing in X crossover for each bar. I mean each candle, yes. Rest is showing in cross below. So red color, yeah, red is a small, red is your fast moving average, and the purple or the green or whatever is your slow moving average. So when the uh, when your red is moving below, it's your sell signal, and when your red is moving above 200, then it's your buy signal. And if you want to see that's the crossover, it's quite actually easy. Okay. So let's open. Somebody asked us FXCM install. I have put into this the Dropbox folder. They can have it later on. So if I want to put here this the 5 moving average and this 200 moving average, and you can see this how strong the price actually react. So let's say it's 200, right? Simple. Now let's go back, and you can see here. So the red color is, you can see it's almost within the price. So I need to change this color so you can see it. Red. Not yellow, gold, green, green, yep. Okay. No, not green is also very bad. So purple we got, and blue. Okay, that's better. As you can see, that's whenever the blue color, which is a small moving average, your 5-day moving average, crossing above or below 200 moving average, which is that's purple color, it's a buy signal. So here you got a buy signal, and then it's all the way here you got a sell signal. So this is actually a very, very good strategy for those people who don't want to sit in front of the computer all the time. They can simply define this strategy on the daily chart, and whenever it's crossed above, they wait for a little bit more confirmation, enter into the market, and then just exit when it's out. The one point you need to understand here, that's the prices, or you need to see that have the crossover working properly in the long term. Your moving average needs to be in diagonal shape. If it's on your horizontal shape, like is on a horizontal line, it means that the price is in kind of a trading range, so it may not help very well. I always use this the clocking the concept to find out like if it's a trading or trending. So 12, 3, 6, and you can see that your moving average is almost going to the 3, so it means it's sideways market at the moment. And here, if its crossover is happening, then the crossover, most likely it will be the short live. It won't be very, very long live. One crossover from here, I will say that it's happened on 25th of July. If you enter in your market here on this bar, you would exit out of the market here. But why we wouldn't exit out, I will show you in a sec. But you can see all the way from here right up to the here, you are making only 2 pips because it's a sideways market. So if you see something like that, then you have your entry based on the moving average crossing above 200, but your exit entry should be a little bit different based on your the exit bar or the reversal bar at the top.
So is exit mean we sold our shares or whatever we buy the thing,
We are
the
closing your position.
trade, and
Okay,
is
I'm
not means that we are
still
selling.
confused about the period. Period is either D1, which means daily, 4 hourly, 1 hourly, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, or 1 minute. These are the period. Each bar represents one period. It's depending if you are using the daily chart, then one bar represents 1 day. If you are in the 4 hourly chart, then one bar represents one period or one bar, 4 hours. That's what we define the period. So period is basically how many bars you want to look in the back at the back. Okay, so you can see this is almost sideways market, Euro USD. Let's use USD JPY on this strategy. So we are on the daily time frame, right? And we we see that this crossover, one crossover is happened here, and and after that, straight you have actually continue going down all the way from up to here. It's in 230 days, 1,516 pip. So if one pip equals $10, what does it mean? So it's 1,536 times 10. So it's about $15,000 in 231 days. In 1 year, with your one position, you are making $15,000. That's your over $1,000 investment. Because this one lot, a single lot, $1,000. So you invest $1,000 based on this crossover. After 231 days, when it's crossed above, you get out and you make $15,360. If you don't want to enter in the long position and you are like me, not very patient, you can also make multiple pairs. For example, I enter here, exit here, enter here, and then continue going, maybe exit somewhere around here when it's coming back. If I do multiple entries and multiple exit on this trade, so all you're doing, you're actually paying the broker the commission. So let's say, for example, we mark there's some exit point and entry point. So this is our first entry up here. Your exit, your another entry, and your another exit, your another entry here, and your exit somewhere around here. And then I actually just enter once again on this bar, and then I exit maybe somewhere here. Okay, so now look at that's how you're making the money. So enter, exit, 51 pips, 50 pips, right? Here, 600 pips, 700 pips, 750, and 200. So 7, 8, 950. 900, and then you got 200 more, so it's 1100 and something. So you can see if you actually are a little bit impatient and you are a little bit fearful that you will start losing money, then and if you enter and exit multiple position, what does it mean? That you are actually making $11,000 instead of $15,000, plus you're paying about maybe $100 more to your broker for the commission. So this particular strategy is very, very conservative strategy, and it's very good strategy for the long term. but don't try this strategy into the shorter time frame, because the price movement is actually very, very volatile, and you will see your stop loss will touch many times. Also, this strategy is only good if the market is in the trending direction, up or down. This strategy will not work in your trading direction. In the trading direction, it only works if the distance between your support and your resistance is more than 100 pip or 70 pips. And I can actually show you what I mean. So you go Euro USD. Here you got your trading market, this one and this one, right? So you are in the trading range. In the trading range, you see that your 200 moving average is almost horizontal. Now, how do you trade? You enter here and exit at the top. You don't wait for it to retrace. So you enter, exit, and that's it. And enter and exit, enter, exit. So you do very, very small trades here, not very big one. If you want to see how much you're making here on each of those, so let's see your entry. So one entry is here, and here you exit here, the 80 pips. Then your another entry is here and way up to this part, 160. So 80, 160 is 240 pips. And another one is very short from here all the way, is only 50 pips. So you can see that from this point right up to here in 33 days, you have make about 270 pips something in the sideway market, just using this strategy, nothing else. Okay, so any question on those strategies, this crossover? Because this crossover is very simple and very powerful. Only thing is required is your patient and need to understand the price action. If you just simply blindly follow the crossover strategy, then you will lose money. So you need to understand the price action and the strategy together. So these two strategy I showing you, one is the income generator, income stream, and another one was this price action, this crossover. Now the third strategy, okay, let's see what's the question. What is your opinion on right now Euro USD? So my opinion in Euro USD is the price is too far from the moving average. Based on this strategy, you actually miss the chance, so you wait. Maybe you try to apply a different strategy here based on your the price action, for example, support and resistance, and also based on your the trend lines. But the opportunity here based on this strategy has been missed. Okay, someone says crossover is useful only on the sideway market. No, crossover is more useful in the trading market, trending market. In sideway, it's a riskier, but you can still use it. Okay, one period is one candle. Yes, okay, so. Right, so with the same moving average, so I can show you why I don't like this strategy in the sideways. Let's say use USD Canadian dollar.
I had a question, Shams bhai. In the last one, it looked like it was
Sorry?
And it was like phase one of the cycle. In the last year, in this picture, if you look, it looks like there's one of the next cycle with like again.
Remember, before the lunch, we have discussed this this pair, and we says it's in this cycle. So this is your. It's a first of all, you need to say it's a downtrend, right? The market is in a downtrend. Here you go. The entire market is in the downtrend.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. You can see, and from here on, we actually move into the sideway market, and it still is actually trying to breach that support level. It has breached 1, 2, 3, and 4 times since December 2014. So I would say currently the market is in the sideway. And if it's in the sideway, but if it's also in the downtrend, the previous is a downtrend. So if you need to buy, then you need to buy on the phase 1 of the cycle, not on the phase 2. This is, I can see, it is the phase 2. So that's your phase 1, that's phase 2. You can do a little bit counter trading here, which I have done previously, but you need to be very, very careful. So for example, let's say here, it's reaching this support level all the time. And if the price is moving up, yes, you can actually trade this one for next 2-3 days on the buy side, but on the long term, it's a downtrend. So for the downtrend, you are on phase 2. Okay, so let's try some of the currency pairs if we can get it. Okay, so Australian and New Zealand dollar on the daily chart. Now you can see that the price is almost bouncing to the 200 moving average. Up here, the price is actually crossed below 200. That was in 21st of April. From 21st of April right up to this point, the price is from here, it's actually moved down and then it's now coming back to this level. So if you would have entered here on this crossover and exit with this, your exit signal, that's 546 pip in 50 days. So 500 pips is equal $5,000 time 100, $50,000. No, it is, no, sorry. 50 days time 10, 500, yeah. Sorry, again, my calculation is wrong. So from this end right up to here, we got 500 pips. So 500 pips times 10 is 5,000 in 48 or 50 days. Please let us know whether we will be paying interest for using the leverage for one long-term trade. As I said, you will be paying or you will be collecting interest if you open non-Islamic account. The trader IC market and FXCM can open your Islamic account where you don't use any interest, you don't pay or you don't receive any interest. Right. So let's have a look one more. Euro USD, we already seen that. USD Canadian dollar is in updating, so we can't see that. And USD CHF, I think, yes. So USD and Swiss franc is almost in the sideways market, you can see. And again, you can see you are getting a signal when it's crossing above the 200. Did you see here? The price is going right up here because, as I said, on the daily basis, 200 moving average is got very, very significant, and it's got very high value for the hedge markets and the fund managers and the big banks. So they always try to push the prices whenever it's crossed above the 200, they go long on these. And you can see this one event here, one event here. It's not that long, but yes, this is what's happening, and it's going down. It's down. So 200 moving average, price is crossing above or below 200 moving average. That's what you will get. Simple, but very strong. It's just need a patience and understanding of the market cycle. Now, okay. So for the swap, okay, for the swap, we are not paying or getting interest rate. It's not a swap account. It's called the Islamic account where the swap charges are not there. Swap and interest is the same thing. Swap charges or interest charges, they are the same thing. Okay. There is one strategy which I'd like to talk to you, and hopefully I should be able to get it. Okay. This one. This is 100 moving average. Open, close, and high. The way I use it, when the price is above this high of the moving average, I wait for 1 or 2 bar and then I put my buy order. If the price is below this red line, which is the low of the moving average, I wait for 1 or 2 bar or even some time, and then I put my buy sell order and let it run as far as I can go through. Again, it's not for the trending. It's not for the trading market. It's for the trending market. You can use on your trading market, but you have to be very, very careful, as you can see. From here onwards and here onwards. So if I draw my support and resistance, and I'm using this one, then maybe I'm looking to get out of here because it's coming closer to my support. And if I want to buy for this one, then I will buy above the green line here. I won't buy here, above the green line, and then I wait until it's touch my resistance and I'm out. So I'm actually avoiding this area, even though I can buy something here and go long here and I can still make money, but I'm avoiding this one because it's against the rule. So from here to here, you got 225 pip. And from here, as per my rule, from here to here, you only got about 115 pip. But this one is more riskier. This is not. Once it goes above. Now, let's have a look in this one and see what will be our the stop loss on this particular strategy. So we put the 8R first. Okay, so 8R value is 71 pip on daily. 71 pips means divided by 2 is about 35 pips. So now the question I want to ask you guys is, should I put my stop loss below this support or below this line? So I would say that's my stop loss on this particular strategy where I use this the wave kind of EMA. My stop loss will always below this red line. So what we got, 70, 30 pips from here. That's my stop loss up here. And my profit target should be 60 pips. So from price, if I'm entering here, 98 pips, so that's the valid trade. So I can use this trade. If for whatever reason, if this high of the support, if it's a high of the resistance, if it's less than 30 pips, then I won't enter in this trade because it's 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. Okay. Any question on this strategy?
Previously said this red, blue, and green lines on 34 day moving average.
34 and, you want?
Previously you said you were using these lines on the 34-day moving average, but now you're using it on.
Yes, what I did actually, I can.
So is there any difference there? Or,
yeah, yes, that's 34 now. What do you see? You can use 34, you can use 100. What I'm actually looking, that's which moving average the price will actually react to. So if the price reacting to the 100, I will use 100. Otherwise, I will use 34. This is a 34, what you got right now. In the 34 moving average, your entry is here. 113 pip, and your stop loss is this one. So basically, you are losing up to 112 pips. So it's a personal choice. It's not a personal choice. Basically, you need to see where price are actually reacting. If it's 34, 34, 50, 50, 100, or you can use 100. I use all those three different one and see which I can see that's it's make more sense. Then I use that one for that pair. So it's the subject. It's very, very subjective. Now I have this the scanner which I built for income generation and the crossover. I have also asked one of my friend to modify that scanner to accommodate this strategy. He has done that, but the problem is that I can't load it anymore because there is no connection. So I can put this strategy into the K5 group in the Dropbox, and you can actually install yourself, or sometime when we go into the live class next week or week after, then we can use that. But then I will show you how to use that strategy, because this is also very, very powerful strategy. So crossover and this one combined with this, you should be able to make up to $1,000 quite easily with the $5,000 or $10,000 account. It's very easily, you can make about $5,000 a week. And if you're not making, then just review your system, see why it's not doing it. So the issue with the scanners is I got so few more strategies, but the problem with that is because I haven't programmed them in my scanner, so I didn't use it, and I just used simply on the fly. If I found a programmer who can actually understand this language, then maybe there will be more strategies. I can see there is one guy, and not sure if there is anyone else here. Right, so let's go back to MetaTrader. Yep.
With the US market, will definitely work on this language.
Sorry?
Yeah, once I'm done with the US talks, then I will definitely learn this language and
it's a C++, cut down version of the C++, so it's not that hard.
Yeah. It's not that hard. I've looked at it. It's simple.
Okay. What you need to do on the daily basis when you start your day trading. So you need to see the daily chart on the maximum 3 months on the chart, or 2 years if you want. Use 200 moving average, simple moving average on the daily chart. This helps you to find the trend. 10 days, 1 hourly chart, maximum 10 days. Use 250 EMAs for the crossover and to see and use the trend and support lines, trend line, support line, and resistance line to identify the support and resistance zone and do your trading based on that. 15 minutes, I don't recommend. Use 30 minutes. 30 minutes for 3 days data on your chart should be enough. You can use the lower time frame, 21, 50, and 200 MACD and stochastic indicator for your entries. Okay, this is again these moving averages which we defined before, and that's what I wanted to show you on the daily chart, but we already looked into those. Daily chart setup. Yeah, 28 currency pairs. So as you can see, that's the chart setup is set of rules. So what now you need to define is a trading system. A trading system is basically a set of rules, time frame, your risk to reward ratio, your stop loss, your entry, your exit, and the signals confluence if happen, and how to screen the currency pair, how to scan your currency pairs to find the right pair based on those trading rules. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start a Word document here, and we will actually start writing those rules. Right, so what is the first rule? Rule number 1. Check support and resistance on your pair. Rule number 2. Check the confluences of the signals. Okay, now the question comes is which signals? We will come to that. Rule number 3. Check your time frame, which time frame you want to trade. If 30 minutes, check the trend in H1 or H4. So what I'm trying to say here, if you are trading in 30 minutes time frame, then make sure that the trend in the 30-minute time frame is in sync with the hourly and 4-hourly time frame. If it doesn't, then don't trade. Rule number 4. High impact news. Once you check those things, now it's time to come for your signals. You will have signal from income stream, crossover. Another signal which I'm actually developing is, let's say, signal from GRAB, right? So GRAB. So these three strategies you're going to use. When you receive the income stream signal, normally if you are going to subscribe to my system, my mailing list, then you will receive every 4 hours. So what I suggest you do, it's every day when you start your trading, let's say you start trading about 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, you load your platform, you load those scanners, change the time frame to which can suit you, like M30 or something, and wait for the signals to come. It will screen those 28 pairs. If the signal comes, you take that signal, you analyze that particular currency pair, its charts in M3 and hourly and 4-hourly. And as long as you are confident it's everything is going in the right direction, you enter into the trade. Crossover is the same thing. My system will send you only every 4 hours, H4. If you want more than that, or if you want a higher time frame or the lower time frame, you can just have your own server running 24 hours and they will generate. Or you do the same thing as open your computer whenever in the 6 o'clock afternoon time. You simply watch for these crossover signals to come in, and when it comes in, analyze your currency pair and then go long or short, whatever, based on that one on your trading. Same thing with the graph. So we got one guy from UK, and I think that's actually suit them a lot, because our 6 o'clock here, that's their beginning of their trading session. And they have more time than us. We have only 4 hours to trade. They have 8 or 12 hours to trade. They also have time when the American market and the London market overlap each other, where there is most of the volume is. So it's one of the good things for them when you are in UK. Crossover and income stream are in the Dropbox. The crossover and the income stream indicator are not in the Dropbox. What's in the Dropbox is a file called scanner_2. This is an expert advisor, and that will actually just scan the market on the 28 pairs on the time frame you define. Okay. So based on this one, is anybody have any question on those three signals? Because we are going to go in the, soon we're going to start now into the more details trading and kind of live trading if the system is back.
Can you briefly explain that rule number 2? Can't see.
Check the confluences of the signals, right?
That?
So you see that you got three different types of the signals. Number one is your support, resistance, and the trend lines. The second thing what you have is your mathematical indicators, for example, moving average, MACD, or stochastics. So first time when you draw your support and resistance and the trend line, and then you receive a signal from income stream. So income stream actually use moving averages. So those moving average and the MACDs, if they are in sync with your the support and resistance and the trend line, then this is a very, very powerful signal. So here you got trend line, support 2, then you got moving average 3, and then you got MACD 4. So out of the 4, if you got 3 are working in your favor, you can go long. The more they are sync with each other, they are in a confluences, then it's much, much better. Especially the crossover.
One question. Is it not possible, like the way you designed to the program, like from the running and like from you design, is it not possible we can design this way? It's go to the scanner and then it's check the all other stuff as well. The instance.
This is you need to ask to the programmer.
X over and grab, and then it gives analysis after checking.
You can do that one. The amount of the money I paid to my programmer, he can only do the one which he can do, which is the mathematical calculation.
So it means it is possible we can combine all this.
Yes, it is
like
possible.
the strategies together, and then it will give us straight away output towards like whether to sell or whether to buy.
Yes, it is possible.
What expectation you are looking at for the programmer cost?
I think the cost-wise, probably I'm looking around, if I want to go that far, about $400 to $500. Okay. See if it's come back. Data center 1. Okay, trust can afford that easily. Yes, it can be afforded. Right, so so now it's come to this, the risk reward rules for any trading system. Right, so on this one, if you go in this document up here, so the next one I will go, once you got these signals, you have to define your risk to reward ratio. If first of all, you need to define your risk, right? First you define your stop loss. Once you define the stop loss, then see if your then see if your target profit is achievable or not. Yes. Okay. Let's do this. Check it. Let's check out this rule, what we just says here. So first define your stop loss. Once you define, then see if your take profit is achievable or not. So we go back to Australia and New Zealand dollar, right? What we say is that if we want to go, if we're going to buy up here, sorry, sell, if we're going to sell here, then our stop loss should be somewhere above this line up here somewhere, right? How are we going to calculate? 8R, 88 divided by 2 is 44 divided by 2, 22 pips. So I will have my stop loss 22 pips above here, which is somewhere around here. Okay, so that will be my stop loss. Yep. Up here. That's my stop loss. That's my entry. The distance between entry and stop loss is how many pip? 135 pip. So my take profit should be 135 pip if I want to do 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So from here, 135 is coming where? Around here. Okay, so it means that yes, price actually can hit my take profit if I want to go for 1-to-1. If I want to go for 1-to-2, it means that if it's 130, then it means 270. So 270 is coming somewhere around here. Now, if I'm going for 1-to-20, then that's what my take profit will be. This take profit, it is, I can see in the past, it has hit. So it could be achievable. But if it's in the sideway market, sometimes you will see that if it is not achievable, then you basically don't enter into the trade. So let's assume it is a sideway market. This is your entry. This is your risk. Now, and your next support level is somewhere around here. So next support level is around here. Okay. Or basically what you can do, let's say here. That's your support level. Okay. So your 1-to-2 risk ratio is now going out of this support level, and there are chances that your prices actually don't go that far, reverse back and hit back to your stop loss and get you out. So this is not the valid trade, right? So 1-to-1 on 1-to-2 ratio on this trade is not valid because your risk is 123 pips from here to here. But the support is coming before double of your pip. So that's your support, your target is here and your support is here. So your support is actually hitting before your take profit. So it's not achievable goal. Okay, so once defined, then see if it take profit is achievable or not. If it is not, either reduce your risk or reduce your R to risk to reward to 1-to-1. How you can reduce your risk? If you're going to reduce your risk somewhere around here, then it is likelihood that your stop loss will hit if the price is so volatile. The way you reduce your risk is just to reduce the lot size of your trade. That's the only way you can reduce your risk. Or you just simply don't enter into this trade and wait for the another trade. This is a classic example for the risk to reward in the sideways market. So you got your support somewhere around here, resistance here, and you got your support somewhere around here. Okay, and all you need to do now, you need to calculate your risk to reward ratio. Let's say your entry price is up here, somewhere around here, your entry price. That's your take profit. And that's, so now let's say we are entering into the market here, right? Okay, so that's our entry up here. And now we need to calculate our risk. The risk at that time was 14, so 72 ATR. 72 divided by 2 is 35, and I think about 20 ATR will be my risk. So if I'm entering here, from here to here is a 20, around that mark. Okay, so that's my my stop loss. The difference between my entry and my stop loss is 150 pips. So if I'm going to go 1-to-1 ratio, then I need to see where is 150 pips is coming. 150 pips are coming right just up here, right up here. That's it. If I want to go for 1-to-2 risk and reward ratio, it means I need to go to the 300 pips, which is somewhere around here. So these are the one. You can see from this one that it's very, very highly unlikely that you will reach your target, because it's far, far above than the nearest resistance or nearest price reactions. And that's what we say is like, if you can't achieve 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, you see, you can at least achieve 1-to-1, but don't try anything less than 1-to-1. And this calculation is very, very important when you put your trade in. So you need to calculate all those upfront before you even enter into the trade. Many people actually see that the price is moving, they simply just go into the buy and that's it. It doesn't work that way. If you haven't calculated your risk and reward, then you're just playing blindly, and blindly it's a gambling. Anytime it can hit you very, very hardly. Okay, so at least risk and reward to 1-to-1, right? Once you define your risk to reward ratio, then the next thing you need to see, check your account balance and see if your risk is less than 2% of your account balance. Okay. The way I calculate is if I remove all those lines, I got the blind chart now, right? A blank chart. So first thing I will do, I will define my support and resistance on this one. So my resistance is around that one. My support is somewhere around here. Okay. Now I have to find out my entry point. My rule says that whenever the price goes above the green line, I can enter into the market. So I can see that prices actually move above. On this bar, I will enter on this place, and then I will calculate if that's what's my risk from here back to here. So the ATR says at this stage around here is 70 pips. 70 pips divided by 2 is 35. So I would say 35 is too much for me. I would say, okay, I will risk 20 pips of the ATR. So 20 pips is below this red line. So from here, up here, somewhere around here. So the below this red line is 20 pip, which is I think is the same. It is the same as like this support line. So that's my stop loss. Once I define my stop loss, then I will calculate my risk from my entry to the stop loss, which is the entry is here, the stop loss is here. This is 150 pips. Now I need to have at least 150 pip reward, or 1 to 1, and if I want 1 to 2, then I need 300 pips. So from here, 150 is coming right up here, which is the resistance. Okay, if I want 300, it goes up here, which is way above the current market resistance. So if I want 1 to 2, it's very highly unlikely that I will be able to achieve this profit target. So I can't actually, if my strict rule says 1 to 2, then I can't actually go into this trade. But if I'm willing to accept 1 to 1 risk to reward, then yes, there is a chance that I will take my profit and I won't be actually hitting out of my stop loss. The next rule, as I say, check your account balance and see if your risk is less than 2% of your account balance. Got to think, okay. Right, now we see here if the stop loss and the entry price is 150 pip, the 1 pip equal $10, 150 pips mean what's your risk? $150 times 10, 1,500. You only got the 5,000 in your account. How do you do? This is the one lot divided by 4, 375. So you can't even go 0.25, right? So what I will do, I will actually do 1,500 divided by 5. That's coming up around 300. So if to get the 300 risk, I need to enter into the market with the 0.20 of the lot size. So for example, my lot size here, it will be 0.20. Now I can actually have only 2% risk of my account balance, even though it's a 3%, it's not even 1%. So if you want 2%, then maybe you need to go 1.5. Now you have your 2% risk of your account balance at your stop loss, and that's the only trade you're able to put in your in the market. You can't have another trade until you close this position. $1,500, yes. Anybody can come up a very quick formula so people can understand how to calculate this risk and reward without going all those calculations. For example, if it's if $1 if 1 pip equal to $10, and if my risk is 1,500 and my balance is 5,000, so I need to calculate what's my lot size of the 2% of this account. I think we got some mathematicians here. I'm not. So I do the hard way. I write on the piece of paper and do my own calculation. But if somebody can come up with a formula, simple formula, that will help everyone. We can put in this in Excel. Yes, we can put this in Excel. Okay. So now there's some people in Melbourne, they have made a lot of money in the few trade. With those rules and these defined risk and reward ratio, how quickly can you double your account? I don't think so very quickly, isn't it? But is it good practice to have the slow revenue, or you want just hit and run type revenue where you can maybe, it's a kind of like very aggressive and risky. Okay. Any question on this one? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually put a currency pair here and ask you guys to come up with the stop loss, take profit, and with 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and see what's your lot size will be based on 5,000 pair. Sorry, 5,000 your account balance. Correct, yeah. Oh, this market. Okay, Australian dollar JPY. So we got this 5,000. Okay, PIP rate is same, equally to any currency. Like it's almost same. It's not much different. So, but you can assume it's the same. So here in this particular area here, we want to, let's say here, this the place I'll put in the box. Okay, this is the area we are trading, and all you need to do, you need to just give me. So this is the area we are trading, and here you need to find out your 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and based on the risk to reward ratio, you need to work out your lot size. I'll be back in a second.
Good evening, afternoon, everyone. I will take it from here as Shams is away. So, anyone can now? Good boy. That's good. Okay, so we're gonna start again from here. Abdul Kader bhai. So I hope you're gonna make some money. So everyone is gonna take my some bank details. So they're gonna transfer me a little bit. Not expecting too much, but just from the demo account, especially. Try it from demo account. If it works, then we're gonna go accounts. Fair enough. Just a joke. Did anyone know I did ask this one question to Shams bhai? Maybe if someone else knows, it'll be a very basic question. So suppose in the future, if when we're going to use the like account with the real amount, so is it possible like we can hold the amount on $100, keep the $900 on the side? So I'm going to bid only, we're playing around only with $100. So suppose even in case, sorry, come back.
Yes, I am back. Can you repeat?
He's still on $100.
No, like even if I'm like putting my 2% risk in, so is it possible like we can do that with the one which I asked you before as well? Like we can put the remaining amount on a side, and we can put only that one in case if we forget to put a stop. It's not gonna eat my whole money out of my account, especially with the real account.
No, you don't. You can't do that because your leverage will be very, very low. The amount.
What is the minimum we can in the normal account?
Yeah, the cost to transfer your money to your broker all the time, and plus the what you call the time it will take. Soon you will find out it's not workable. The workable thing is your stop loss. Okay, so anybody come up with this idea of stop loss or the lot size? Okay, so nobody actually want to talk. So nobody want to do it. So let's do it. So first thing first, we're going to do our support and resistance. That's our nearest support. And that's, I can see my nearest resistance because this is where I'm working here. So I'm actually looking at this part, right? My entry is around this point up here. If my entry is here and the ATAR at that time up here is close to 89 pip, 89 divided by 4, so it's close to 20 pips. All right, so 20 pips below the red line is my ATAR from here, just up here, just here. So that's my ATAR, sorry, that's my stop loss, right? And this is my entry. Now, what is my risk? 128 pips. So 128 pips means (128 times 10), 1280. I only allow 2% of my account balance, which is 5,000. It means that's my lot size. If I do 1, 5, or 1%, 0.1, then that will be my lot size. So that will be my lot size 0.10 or 0.15. That's maximum I can buy. With that much, I won't be making too much money, but I will make a little money. Okay, makes sense.
Yes, yes.
So we define our exit rule, our entry rule, signal, and the signal confluence, and now the screening the currency pair. There are multiple ways you can screen your currency pair every day or every weekend. Or you can actually program whatever the rule you are following to get the signal from all the currency pair at any time. So I will go first thing. I would like to show you a website where you can see the strength and the weakness of the currency for the next week or so. If you go here, K5trading.xyz, because I don't know what's the size. So the site I put in my website, it's easier. I think it's Wanda or something. Wanda heat map. So this is the one. Currency strength heat map from Wanda. All you need to do, you need to click on the weekly. So this will show you the currency strength of the last week from 27th of November. And you can choose which currency you want to see from here. If you don't want to choose something, you can do it. The idea here is that these are up here, what you got in the middle. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 currencies. And their relative strength upwards or the downwards. So downwards means that if all the pairs are down, it means the Australian dollar are stronger than US and they're stronger than JPY, but the Australian dollar is weaker than Swiss franc, Euro, New Zealand, Canadian, and Great British Pound. That's how basically you can you see that particular currency pair how it's happening. What I normally see here, that when I can see, is there any chart shows the last 3-day best average pair for the currency? Don't know. We will check about based on what you said and what this particular currency, this heat map says. Okay, so here it says there's the Japanese yen is stronger against US, AUD, Swiss franc, Euro, New Zealand, Canadian, and the British pound. How do we use this one to do our trading? We can see that British pound is weaker against the Japanese yen. So these two up here, one up right at the bottom and one right up here. We can try to actually see if pounds and JPY can give us a good trading for the next week. The Australian and US dollar, so it's not that much difference. But if you can see, if it was right at the bottom of the queue, the list, then it would have made much difference. So let's say AUD USD, AUD USD. No, we're not gonna see it. There is another way we can see somewhere online charts. So let's say the Finviz. Okay. So if I put here AUD USD, okay, so Australian dollar is not that important. No, they don't even tell us here. So here you can see this is, I think, 5 minutes, hour, daily, and weekly. So performance. Yeah, they not actually show here is Australian dollar USD. So if I see here. So this is the daily chart. I think it's a daily. It's a daily chart, and you can see that Australian dollar, it's going up against the USD hourly. So this is the, if you're looking at the last week, so around from here all the way, you can see that's going up. It was 73.80 at some stage, and now it's 74.53. This Finviz site is also very good to see this your heat maps. It will tell you not everything, but some of those like British pound, USD, AUD. So what's the strength of these relatively against the USD? British pound is very strong against USD. And British pound, where is British pound? Your USD, here it is. So you can see that's going up in last month or week. Right, so let's go back to our chart. Chart is not showing up. So the way you can scan is you go to either this Finviz or you go to the Oanda. Oanda will tell you in a graphical way you can understand, and that's only give you monthly, weekly, monthly, or yearly. If you go to the Finviz, Finviz will actually tell you something more than that. So if you click on Finviz and click onto the Forex, And in the Forex, you can see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 pairs altogether. And and here you can see the 1 day performance. Those green ones, they are stronger, and the blacks, they are weaker or less weaker. And this performance relative to the US dollar. If you try on the hourly, see if it's changed up here. Yep. Weekly. No, that's a daily, so that's stay as it is. Or the only thing will change is those graphs. This Finviz site will also very good to check your the stock markets. This is the heat map you can see up here, and that will tell you what's exactly happening on that one particular day. So for example, if you see a lots of green here, it means that's the stock market doing very well. If you see a lots of red, then the market is down. So just at a glance, you can see how the American economy is performing, because this is all related to the American stock market. Okay. So it means based on this one, for the next week, we should be looking British pound and Japanese yen against US dollar or against some other pairs. So British pound JPY, I think I can get this. It's not here. I have to put this list, update the list, British pound. Okay, I have to update this list. Pound JPY. No, it's not gonna do it. So I have to wait for this one to become more active. So until I got the connection, it's not gonna do anything. It's not available at the moment. Maybe rescan the server. Okay. So I have to find my password for the live account so I can put in this one. I normally use another computer for my live trading. Okay, so until when it's come back, we will see. But at the moment, we're not seeing anything, so we have to wait. That's normally what's happened on every weekend with those demo accounts. So we check the account balance and see if the risk is less than 2% of your account balance, then you can only trade. Now, these are my checklist. If you guys have anything to add on this checklist, please let me know so we can add that. Okay. Nothing, nobody have anything? What is your strategy for exiting the trade? Nothing regarding this topic. Okay, so what's the strategy we will have for exiting our trades? The first thing, if we have defined our take profit targets, then whenever it hit, we are out. The second, if TP is too far, and we feel that price may reverse, we are out. How do we know its price going to reverse? Okay, anybody can tell me how do we know this? When the price is going to reverse?
We see for the reverse.
Crossover, another. What if you haven't used your crossover strategy? You're using income stream. Yes, reversal candle is one, which is one of the top one. Also, if the reversal candle is hitting near the resistance, then it's mean that yes, it will reverse. So if you are using income stream, how are you going to exit? Divergence on the MACD, yes, it can be, or just the histogram bar changes position, it goes above or below the red line. For grab strategy, how are you going to exit? For the grab strategy, the way we're going to exit is we can see if the prices start it's coming back and touching the green line and is going below the green line, then we are out. This is the conservative approach. Another approach people actually take is, okay, so one approach, the conservative approach is that when the price is coming down, if I'm enter here, I can either exit here or I can use this signals at the peak of this first phase, and I can see that if it's hit, then I'm out. Or the second is here, when it's crossed below this one, I'm out. If it doesn't cross below this, and then I'm still in the market, and I will let it go through as far as it can go. So in the first case, if I exit right at the top of this phase one, how much I'm making? My entry here and my exit here, we're making 39 pips, 40 pips. If I wait for the prices to come below the, the red line, if it's crossed below the red line, then you can also exit, or you can wait for your stop loss to hit, or what you can do is you can actually, once it come below that red line, you can exit or your stop loss, one of those. If otherwise, I will let it run as far as it can go up here. So that's one, 70 pip. Now, the way I actually use this the stop loss, I will just explain again. So let's say this is my stop loss. Today the 8R actually changed. So today the 8R up here, the 8R is 26 pip. It means that 10 pip is my stop loss. The next day, right up here, the 8R is now 30 pips. So now my stop loss should be 15 pips from the current price or my entry. So I will check from the current price, I will actually check my 15 pips and move my stop loss above. So now my stop loss is here. Another day come and I can see that the 8R is 33 pips. It means that my stop loss now should be 15 pips from the current price. So current price is somewhere here. So I move my stop loss 15 pip again. And that's how I can keep closing to my entry until I eliminate my loss totally. and then I will let this trade run as much as it can. Some people will actually lock their profit about 10-15 pips, and then they will let it run as much as they can. That's the strategy which you can also use. So moving stop loss every day or every hour based on the 8R, just keep it moving. Okay, so the trailing stop loss is static, and I don't use it. I use manual based on 8R value. Now, if we can get this one programmed, then that's make your life easier, but it's again, we need to actually see how much it's gonna cost. Okay. So this is the K5 income stream. We already seen that one. And this is how we actually see that this is the weekly and those ones. So we already seen that one. We don't need to go through this income stream. We already seen the crossover. And we also see that's it's the same one. Okay, for general entry and exit. Okay, this point I want to just help you to understand like how I put my entry. For example, my signal bar is this one. When I see my signal bar, after that, I will wait for the next bar to close. Or there are two ways. Aggressive way is this, I wait for the signal bar to close. On the next bar, the high of the signal bar, I will put my buy entry. The another approach, which is more conservative, is that I will wait for signal bar to close. I will wait another bar after the signal bar to close. Then I will put my entry, it's high of the signal bar here. And when the next price actually start moving, let's say it's moving up here, it will go up and down and it can hit and I'm on long. All right. This is very conservative approach. Many times can happen that the prices start moving here and it's never come back. So you miss out this trade. So this is the risk on this. This is what the risk you get with the conservative approach. And but again, what I actually see, if this is the red, it means that's open here, close here, and the prices are starting. Prices start here, and then it start moving up and up and up and up. But you don't know it's going to happen or not. But the point is that you need to these two bar, this bar and the next bar after that. That's the very important to watch for your entry or whatever entry for the long. And your entry always can be is your setup bars the top, which is here. Same thing is true for your and your stop loss. You can also put your stop loss based on from this point your 8R value downwards. Okay, so that's towards the down. The same thing when you are on the short side. So when you are shorting, so this is the prices coming up and then it's going down. You wait either for the next bar to start from somewhere, so open, close. So it can start from here, can go up, execute your order, and then continue go down. Or it may never touch here and then continue go down and you miss out on this trade if you wait for this next bar, which is this. Okay. So it's again the same kind of strategy for entry and exit. And this is very important that whatever your setup bar is, make sure your entry based on that and your stop loss is based on that. So whatever the pip 8R value above your top. You will see this kind of setups in your swing high or swing low. So that's why I say when you are in the price cycle and you are just adding your phase, you are just ending near the end of your phase 2, you look out for this kind of setup, the swing low. The swing low will exactly tell you where to enter the trade. Because if you have another bar here, it's a kind of a swing low. Okay, so this one strategy, which is you can run on about 15 minutes time frame. All you need to do is you just use your stochastic and on the 15-minute time frame, and when it's below 20 and crossing above the 20, you enter the trade. When it's coming down, you just exit the trade. Let's check this one. So for example, if I go into the 15, it's not going to get me 15 minutes because it says no data. USD/JPY maybe 15 now. Okay, so in the 15 minutes time frame, what you can do, you can basically just use your stochastic, and based on stochastic and your MACD, if you want to see the MACD, just make an entry and make an exit. But the only way you use MACD is when the price is above or below the zero line. This is very risky strategy. So you have to make sure your stop loss and risk to reward ratios are very well defined. So this is what I mean when I say the pip collections. You can see that this is crossing over and this is above. So you just enter right up here. Hang on, let me move it up. So for example, this point, that's your entry. And that's your exit. Right? You can see it's very risky strategy. So rather than doing this one, you can also wait for this crossover, this, and this. For example, if the MACD is below this zero line and this MACD is crossing above this and signal line is crossing above the blue line or other way around, then you can enter into the trade. It's very confusing using the MACD. So I actually use the MACD in the simplest way. Just use this one. If the price is above zero line, you enter. When it's below, you just exit. So for example, if it's here, that's your entry, and that's your exit. So from here to here, you make that much money. Simple strategy. You don't worry about those crossover lines and all those ones. These are a little bit dodgy. So the only thing what you can do, you can confirm with this one with your stochastic, which is here. If you are crossing above the zero line and a stochastic on the top, don't go into the trade. This is another way to use the pip collection. So it's you can see here, that's crossing above, that's your entry. Here that's coming down up here, that's your exit right up to here, this part. Okay. Three days bounce period. The 3 days bounce period is it's very simple, and it's basically what you have. That's you see that actually I can go to the picture. Yeah. So this is what I call as a 3 day bounce on this one, and the way it's actually worked, that's the prices or your trend is going into the up direction, and then suddenly the prices come down. When the prices come down, that's mean this particular bar here, That's become your signal bar. So that's become your signal bar, right? Because it's 2 to the left and then up and then down. So that's about to become your swing point. When you see on the swing point, you wait for this day 1 to close or the bar 1 to close. I normally use this on the daily basis. When this bar is closed and you enter into the next bar, then you put your entry up here. Because we remember we're going downwards, right? It's going downward. You put your entry here and your stop loss will be this 2-second bar, and that's your entry, that's your buy limit entry. So what we are expecting, that's the price is actually retracing. Then it will go into the phase 2, phase 1 of the second cycle, hit our stop, hit our buy order, and move on. So that's the idea. So this fund is your swing area, right? So your price is actually going up in the phase 1. You hit the phase 2. It's coming in the down here, phase 2. And now you're expecting the next phase of this next cycle. And this is where you use this strategy. Okay. So we got a few things left now, and the time is about 3 o'clock. It's almost 3 o'clock. We take about 10 minutes break, we come back, and then we just wrap up with this weekly checklist and some question and answer if you guys have. So we come back at 3:10. Okay, it's recording now. Not receiving in WhatsApp. I think you are not in this WhatsApp group. Let me check. Okay. You are not in this group, so I put the same into the other group. Okay, now you will see. Okay, that's the second question. Time remaining in the finish of the candle. Okay, I'm coming to that. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go on those WhatsApp group indicator, different indicator, and I will tell you like the way I install into the system, so I can easily recognize them. So all I will do, I will go to this MetaTrader 4, open the data folder, which is here, then MQL4 indicator, and all I will do is go to the file manager. Move up. K5. So this is the K5 group, right? Up here. I'm going one way up, copy the entire folder, and drop it here. Paste. Once I paste it here, I will remove this one because I don't need this here. This is for you guys, I leave it there. And also I need to delete this file. I need to delete this file. I need to delete this and this, because these are the one which are the expert advisor. They are not the indicators. Okay, all done. Once I can also delete this one, checklist. I will delete this one. Maybe we can go through later on. Okay, so minimize. And when I can do refresh, I can see now that the K5 group is here. All the indicators are there, which I'm going to show you which one, what each of these indicators are. that will help you to identify something. Now you can see that I'm receiving those signals right up here. So weekly, daily, stochastic buy on this, whatever, because it's based on this particular crossover signal which I got. So WDS is another one, and WDS means that the weekly and the daily prices are closing prices are above the opening price, and the stochastic is either in overbought or oversold condition. This is, you don't have to worry about this one because this one is a little bit dodgy. I'm still trying to work out how I can use best because it's giving me wrong signals. So don't use this one. You only use income stream and you use crossover. So I'm going to this income stream and see why. Okay, so the reason why we haven't got any signal for the crossover because the market is closed for today and you won't receive anything if the market is closed. The income stream and crossover signal will only appear here whenever there is a scan on the live trading and there is a signal. It won't actually scan the past history. It's only scan the current market. So that's why, because market is closed now, so that's why you don't see those signals are here. Right. So let's go up here. Somebody says they want to see what's the time, how much time left in a candle. So if you go to this K5 group, you can see here candle time. You drag it here, and here you can see it's 58 minutes left in this time, whatever. Because the market is closed, so that is not accurate. When the market is open, then it will be accurate. Of previous calculated version of the scanner too. Okay, yes, I do have. Yeah, that's the one. And this is actually running into my Canada server. All right, so this time, this candle time will only valid when there is a live session going on. If there is no live session, it's got no value. Because if you look at the hourly, you can see it says -2. So it's make no sense at all. But when it's time, when it's the market is live or active, then you will see it. Okay, I got another very important indicator here which will help you guys a lot. It's called K5 session. Now, all those indicators, many of them, they are not mine. I simply prefix with the K5 so I can see what I want to use. So most of them, they are available freely in the market. If you search, you will find them. Okay. What this indicator does, it will actually tell you which market session is when a certain market session start and then it ends. So for example, up here, that's one up here is, and you can see those, the index up here, the legend up here. So this says London is a green, New York is steel blue, Sydney is fire brick, and Tokyo is golden rod. So this one up here is your Asian session, Japanese session. This green up here, this one is your London. And this one, I believe, is the blue one is your New York, and this one is Australian. That will help you to understand which session of the market you are. You also need to understand that IC markets, FXCMs, their server time is +2 hours of GMT. So if a GMT is at 12 o'clock, then their time will be 2 o'clock. So you have to understand that as well. All right, another good indicator is I don't use much, but you can use initially because it's just too much noise on my chart. So it's called support and resistance. This will draw the support and resistance on your chart. Okay, there you go. I don't like that one because I like to use my own judgment, what is support and what is resistance. But if somebody who are comfortable with that, they can use it. Okay, there is another MAC version of the MACD is this one. And that's actually the one which I shown you before is the crossover between this blue line and the red line. I only use the zero line or the divergence. So this K5 zigzag is not very good one because it doesn't do the way you want to see it. So it's no point. But I had there's some collection of the indicator for some time and it's all there. Okay, so the one K5 8R, I don't know what's this one. That's actually tell you the 8R, the current 8R, which is 25 pips in writing here. But again, it's put this little indicator below, which I don't like. Right. This one, I took it from somewhere, and that will actually tell you average daily range. So this is the daily 8R. This is not your based on your time frame. If your time frame is this one and your 8R is 25, this is your daily, average daily range. So that's another one you can try to use sometime, but I don't use much. Only time when I want to use this figure, that's when I use it.
But the best one is yours one is three lines is a green, blue, and red one. This is the best one.
Yeah, you need to draw yourself.
Yeah, this is the best one.
What this indicator actually does is actually give you a channel. And when you reach the channel, you sell. When you reach the bottom of the channel, you buy. That's it. I use this particular indicator on the 15 minutes time frame. That's my daily cycle. So if I got this one up here, for example, and if I use in conjunction with my stochastic, that is one of my trading system. And as you can see, this one, your buy signal here, it's going up, 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 up. Let it go as long as it's turned back here. So that's my sell signal here. But one thing, hang on, let me just change this color a little bit. Input color, yellow. So that's one, should be the gray. Okay. So normally I use this stochastic for the entry and the exit as well. And if they match, then I normally enter into the market as long as this bar is below, closing prices is below this gray. So I will enter into the market. I will go as long as the price doesn't move down is this gray line. So I normally exit around here. And this is a 15 minutes chart. So this is your entry. This is your exit. 60 pips in 25 divided by 4. So what it is about 2.5 hours to 4 hours, 5 hours, 62 pips. So this is actually very, very good system. And I haven't tested yet. I haven't did any testing on this, but I can see if it's, again, the prices, if it goes into the sideways market, then it's not good. So for example, here is the price in the sideway market, right? Very, very squeeze. We don't use here. You won't make any money. If you enter up here and you exit here, only 4 pips. So this again, if you use this indicator, if there is a volatility in the market, if it's squeezing in the market, we don't use it. Yes, fractal channel, yes. This one. So again, it's not my indicator, it's someone else's indicator. I'm just using it. It's actually, if you look at here, there is another indicator from, but it's come by default with all those I mean, the broker, and that's one is here, the fractal indicator, and you will see that's indicator, it's actually give you kind of a swing high, swing low. So you can see here, it's going between this pricing, that's it. So it's only thing it's doing is a drawing a channel. Otherwise, this fractal indicator, which is used by Bill Williams, available on every single platform. So you can use either this one or you use channel. I like channel because it's more cleaner. These all different kind of strategies you can use. So there are so many strategies and you can use whatever you like. So I like moving average, I only use on the trending market. If it's a trading market, I got a different variations. Well, I don't know. I don't see it's the same. It's a different. This fractal indicator is basically a channel on the top, on the bottom, and they just put in between a line. That's it. Okay. Now, sometimes people actually ask, is any other ways we can find out strength of the trend? There is one indicator which you can use. It's called ADX. That will help you to identify the strength of the trend. So if I put my ADX here, this green line, this blue line, if it's going up, the trend is strong. If it's going down, the trend is weak. So like, for example, here, it doesn't matter if it's an upside trend or downside trend, it always goes up if the trend is strong. Only thing is monitor is the strength of the trend. So you can see from all the way here, it's strong, and you can see it's going up, and then it's trying to come down somehow here because it's lose the momentum and the price is also moving down. This will give you an early indication that the trend is losing its momentum or not. So these kind of indicators are good, but if you try to put so many indicators on your windows, then you're hardly able to see the price movement at all. So I normally use those when I need to confirm something. So if I want to confirm, yes, the trend is changing or there is a potential of the trend direction change, then I use this ADX. Once I see it, yeah, that's fine, then I will remove it. So I won't use it. Okay, so these are the one. There is another indicator which I like a lot, but it's not available on MetaTrader 4. It's available on the stock market, and it's called Keltner's channel. Keltner channel is the deviation of the moving average up and down, and I use a lot for that one for the trading on the daily basis. If the price is on the bottom, I buy. If it's on the top, then I sell it. It's very, very good. I use a lot. But it's not available in MetaTrader 4 because it's not used in the Forex market. It's normally used in the stock market. So you can see that actually I got it here. Somebody did develop, but it's not very good. So if I put it here, Keltner channel. Okay. So remove this fractals, this one, delete. Okay. So this one is the Keltner channel, and again the same concept. When the price is here on the bottom we buy, when it's on the top we sell it. So if you put your stochastic with this one, see what it says. Okay, so as you can see, if you want to use channel-based trading, then this is much better than anything else. That's your buy. That's your sell. When the price is actually moved down, this middle line, that's your sell. Here. When it's touchy here, see? This is also, I use quite a lot this one on my stock market. Okay, so this is to cover up the indicators. Now, let's see what's left. Come on here. Okay, so the one thing which I like to see, if you open your the Dropbox folder, and in the Dropbox folder there is a file. It's called weekly checklist. So here you got weekly checklist. You open here. Okay, here you put your trend direction or whatever you can see on the weekly, daily, and your comments. The idea of that's based on these 28 currency pairs. You pick up at least 4 or 5 currency pair which you want to trade next week. And when you got these 4 or 5, then you check their what is the best 5 or 6 pair, you put it here, and then check high impact news for those 4 or 5. So you don't need to go through lots of things. Once you do this one, then you just find out what is the strongest and the weakest currency of the week out of those 5 which you have picked there. You put them here, and then that's it, and then you go for your trading. So that's also in weekly checklist.docs file. Here is this file which called pair.rtf. You just copy and paste in for your scanner. And your scanner I already removed from it. I don't know what is this K5 cycle. I never used this. Okay, so moving average 20, 23 and 50 moving average. Yeah, so no, it's nothing. All right, so these are the indicators which I use. Now, any question you guys have?
Last time you sent me a Dropbox everything, and I have an issue in a download. So if I have an issue download this time, so I will call you or maybe Yunus. So Yunus maybe know how to download. But I don't think so. I have an issue because you explain everything very well. So thank you very much. Anyways, thank you.
Yes, it should be fine.
Chansmay, sorry to ask you again the same thing. Again, I'm still confused about scanner 2. Like I told you like before, how you going to analyze that calculated picture, the one which you showed. Can you just give us again,
okay.
Sorry.
All right, so let's say I remove all those indicators from here from this current one, all right? So I remove, delete, delete, delete. What we have in this scanner, this income stream, right? I'm going to explain this income stream first. In the income stream, the rule what I have, maybe I can just type here, so that's help you. What is the WordPad? Yes. So the income stream, trading system rules. Number 1, 8 EMA, close, crossing, over, 18 SMA, close. Rule number 2, on MACD, histogram is above red line or signal line. Rule number 3, which I have put there, but I didn't mention you. Current price is at least 10 pips away from 20 moving average EMA. This is your buy signal, right? False. And another one rule, 8 EMA, close, crossing below 18 SMA, on MACD, histogram is below signal line, red line. Current price is at least 10 pip away from 20 EMA. Okay, this is your sell signal. This is the program which I put into the income stream. To see this program in your chart, we're going to put a moving average of 8, close, exponential, red, yep. Put the moving average of 18, simple, close, and color is blue. And then we put MACD, and now we're going to monitor is whenever this rule actually match, it will generate a signal. For example, 8 moving average crossing above 18 moving average, which is this blue line. Rule number 1 is match. Rule number 2 is histogram of the MACD is above red line. Rule number 2 is match. Rule number 3 is price at least 10 pip above or away from the 10 days or 21 days moving average. So let's put 21-day moving average here. I'm not sure is it 21-day or is it 50-day. Let me just check. 1 minute. $21. Okay. Now these two rules already match. So yes, away mean away mean like up or down, doesn't matter. So which one was 21? This is the blue is a 21. So let's see if the price is matching that. So this is the crossover. The price is here. It's 10 moving average. So yes, it's away 10 moving average, right? This will generate a buy signal straight away. If I can see that's the distance between the price and moving average is not helping me to get a good entry, I can always modify those parameters into the scanner. So now you understand this concept of the income generator, income stream. So let's go here and define those parameters. Expert advice, properties, fast moving average. The first one is all these 1, 2, and 3 moving averages. These are related to the income stream. 1, 2, 3, and MACD is related to the income stream. The other parameters, they are related to the crossover. So let's see. So moving average here is 8, exponential price is close. Medium moving average, 18, simple close, and slow is 21, simple close. As I said, if the 21 doesn't suit you and you think like you get very late entry in the market, you can always change these to 50 or 30 or 40, whatever you like. I will say that 34 is reasonable. Okay, done. And now it will start and scan, and we will get this signal here whenever the signals happen. Right now, there is no signal because the market is closed. Okay.
Sham Saab, I just have one question.
Yes.
For this income stream, if I understand correctly, every pair actually react differently to the moving average. So if that's the case, we should be running 28 individual scanners, is it?
No.
Just to make sure that you're getting the correct?
No, if you want to do that way, you can do that way. But I normally, what I got only one, and I use just one moving average or 2, 3 moving average, and I will let the one pair comes to me out of this 28, whichever match my rules. Then I check manually.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, got it. Yeah, I'm coming to the crossover. So everybody understand this moving average, sorry, this income stream. Now I remove this, all those, so change this 1 to 5 and change this 1 to 200. Change the colors to the green. Okay. Right. This crossover only used in 4 hours or used in daily chart? So currently I'm on the 15 minutes chart, and I can tell you why I use on daily or 4-hour charts. So you can see if it's here. So if it's crossing over here, it can go all the way up here, right? So you can see the difference between here and there is not much, 69 pips. One of the reasons why we use on the 200, because the hedge funds, the banks, and the investment companies, they actually use 200 moving average on the daily basis. It means that whenever the price on the daily basis, they actually don't do the trading, much of the trading on 15 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. They use their trading, they do their trading on the daily or 4-hourly chart or the weekly, a higher time frame, because this is where the prices are more stable and they can actually wait, they can put their order and then go. So that's the reason, if you want to use the crossover technique, only use into the daily or 4-hourly. If you go to the daily, it's an uptrend. It's changing the trend from here. 5 moving average crossing above 200, right up here, going all the way up until now. 680 pips in 125 days. 9th of June until today. 600 pips means $6,000. If you long, so if you $6,000 if you got a single lot, 1.0. If you have 0.10 lot, then it means you are making only $600. But it's still a good money. With your investment of, say, your risk of less than $100, you're making 600 on 6 months. it's a quite good. Okay, so this is the income stream, and income is stream we can modify. You go right in the properties. As I said, this fast, medium, slow, and MACD, they related to the income stream. You come right down up here and you can see the crossover fast and crossover slow. This is where you can put your timing in. Just for a minute. Okay. All right. So you can basically simply use those 200 because of the institutions, they use this one. And here you can make those changes. Then you will see those 3 arrows. If you see 1 arrow, it means this crossover just happened. If you see 2 arrows, it means it's happened 2 bar before. If it's a 3, then it means it's happened 3 bar before. And you can see up here that's the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So first bar, it means it's the crossing down happened just 1 bar ago. 2 bars is 2 bar, and 3 bars is 3 bar ago. So the reason why I got up to the 3 bar, because normally I don't react onto the first bar or the second bar. I wait for the 3rd bar. But I want to have those one there just in case if I want to see, if I want to use it. Okay. Okay, so this is your income stream. Sorry, income stream and the crossover. Now to load this indicator or this expert advice, I already told you how to load that. You make sure your chart is web as a blank, black or whatever, and simply drag it there, and you should be okay.
Sorry, Shams bhai. In crossover, like wherever we can see, there were few currencies where we can see there's no bar, there's no blue. What does that mean?
If there is no bar, then it means the crossover is not happening. It didn't happen in last 3 bars.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So for example, if I load here and if it doesn't have any crossover, it means that in the last 3 bar it didn't happen. But if you got the 3 bar there, it means that it did happen, but it will not change until the next scan find another signal. So maybe this because up here my system is running for I don't know how many months. I haven't shut down the system. So that's 3 bars means it did happen last time when I have the 3 signal. It hasn't changed it yet because it didn't got any new signal. It's been, let's say if this particular 3 bar I got about a month ago, it means that this particular currency pair is actually going in that direction for last 1 month. Otherwise, it would have changed. And if you want to see this one, AUD, CHF, let's check into the daily chart. So if you go here, AUD, CHF, 4 hours. Okay, so this is when I see this crossover happen. 1, 2, 3, this 3 bars, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars. It didn't do anything because this crossover didn't happen yet. When it's happened again upwards, then we'll have another signal. Then you have only, if it's happened here, if it's crossover here on the first bar, then you will have 1 blue up arrow. After the second bar, you have 2 blue up arrow, and the 3rd bar is the 3rd up arrow. If I need to run this on the daily basis, I think that's actually much better on the daily basis, this particular signal, because I can see its properties. So I can change it to the daily, because I think the daily is much better. Now it will go and do all the calculation and come back again. So it's going to take some time. So let it run through. The reason why I move it to the daily, because this is a 200 moving average. And on the 200 moving average, I want to see on the daily. But my disadvantage with that one is that I want income stream in 4 hour, and I want daily, the crossover into the daily. So I can choose only one time frame. I can't choose both. So that's the limitation of this system. But maybe in the future I can ask someone to modify that, and they can put more customization.
Sorry, one thing more, Shams bhai, just a little stupid questions again. Sorry, apologies for that one. Like when we use the income stream and that the whole formula structure, you understand me, like 100% understand that part. Then how we going to analyze the income streamer with the crossover? Like when is the time to buy?
You use either crossover or
there is one bar showing there, or whether it's a 2 bar showing there, and the light on that scanner.
Okay, you can use only one. You can't use both. If you're using an income stream, you don't use the crossover. If you use crossover, you don't use this income stream. These are the two different kind of strategies which I put in one table, so I don't have to pay much to the programmer. And you don't have to worry much about that. Where do you want to do it? So it's only just the one scanner. Okay, can't we use both for the secure purpose? What do you mean? You can't use the both at the same time. The reason why, because you will never get any signal at all. They both have a different purpose. They both have a different rules. What if you want to do? If you want to use both of them, then there is a way you can do it. What you can do, instead of 8 and 18, you use 5 and 200. So, for example, if you go back here, expert advisor. Okay, so if you go back here, expert advisor, and you pick up your scanner, what you need, you put this one 5 and you put this one 200. And now you got both. But again, then what will happen, that you actually missed out crossover of 8 and 18, which was actually happening before. So right. So now I got the crossover signals. Here you go. Crossover 1, because on the daily, so it's checked last 2 bars. 1, 2, Euro USD. Let's check it. Euro USD on the daily. And what's the time frame we have on this? To crossover. We haven't changed the crossover. The 5 to 21. Okay. 5 to 21. So we leave the 5, we change this green to 21. And you can see it's crossover 5, 21, no, why? 2 bars, 2 days ago. Five, simple, okay. Simple and close. So Euro USD on the daily basis, crossover. Okay, let's see Euro Swiss franc, Swiss franc. Because according to the signal, it should actually have a crossover somewhere around here, but it's not showing the right one. I got a feeling is something wrong when this guy actually make those changes in WTS. It's actually stuff up on this one. We got the same signals in here, so we will check. Right, you see here we don't have it, but we got here New Zealand and USD. It's on the daily basis, right? And we got an income stream buy on Euro AUD. So New Zealand USD, let's check. New Zealand USD. Okay. I think this one is 5 and 200. 5 and 200. Yep, 5 and 200, right? So change this one to 200. Here you go. The crossover. 1, 2, 3. 3 bars before 1, 2, 3. And this is exactly what it's telling us. Euro New 1, 2, 3 bars. So this signal is stays there until the new signals come up. So, but you can see that if I don't see this signal, then I didn't know that the crossover happens here. So now, based on this strategy, if you go on the daily, this is your buy opportunity for the New Zealand and US dollar. Okay, so here we got, so I think this indicator, don't use this scanner. I will post another scanner, which will be more accurate. I got a feeling that some of those calculations are not right when he tried to make this another part on this. So I will try to find out where it is, the original one. Or I will simply copy from here. Mm-hmm. Open data folder. Okay. Scanner here. Okay. I can't paste. Okay, so Yunus' question is, market is not live today, but how come we got the signal? On the daily, you will get the signal because it is scanned on the last day. But if you go in the 4 hourly or hourly, you won't get any signal. Okay, I can't actually copy from my remote desktop. So, oh, here it is. Okay, so let us finish the scanning. So I will copy that one up here on the main folder, and then that will help you guys. Okay, so don't use this one. I think that's it's a garbage. It's a rubbish. Okay. All right. So now, if you guys got any questions, it's 4 o'clock. You can ask. Otherwise, we can wind up.
Sir, is there any way to test the strategy? I don't want to place an order, but I just want to, more from learning point of view, see how it will go or how it will react.
Here is something called the strategy testers. I don't see it here, but there is a strategy tester in MetaTrader 4 where you can actually do your strategy testing. I don't trust that one because based on the previous history, whenever you try to test, it's always, I think it's, let me see if I can see a view. Here is, so that's, yeah, the strategy tester here. So this is your strategy tester. Okay. You can do whatever you want to test here. They got a documentation on this, you can check, and it will pick up your expert advisor or whatever you got up there. So for example, if I want to pick up this one, scanner, then I want to see every tick, the most precious method based on whatever time frame. I want to do the scanning on the daily, and the spread is current. Then I want to do the expert properties, open chart. I click on this, prior optimization, and let's see, start. Oh, I need to choose the symbol. So let's now, okay, this is the scanner. You can't use this one for this strategy tester because this scanner is a different kind of strategy. But if you develop the same strategy or as an indicator, then you can just simply do your testing. So this is scanner which you can't do because it's going to scan 28 currency pairs. But there is a strategy tester available. And this is the symbol for that strategy tester. If I want to do a different one, for example, if I want to go into the indicators, and let's say I want to do one on, what's the example? So for example, we just want to do the moving average, right? So let's say zigzag. And we want to do USD JPY. Open chart. Starts. So you can see what it's doing. All you will do is will just simply draw those the visual of the zigzag, and that's it. So it will go through and just put some dot or whatever is defined. So you can do the strategy testing if you wish. It's there, but you need to define your indicator accordingly first. Okay, I will paste this one later on because it's very hard to copy from there. Right. So as you can see, it's doing this strategy testing. And whenever you stop, you will see the result up here, graph and everything. It says here that's test generator, unmatched data, error, whatever. So it is there if you want to do it, but I never use it. I just try to use myself on the demo account in the live for a few days and see if it's working or not. You guys, all you know, that's the Forex factory. And you just know about the Wanda heat map. FinViz will also help you to see the currency strength on the daily basis. These are the three things which should help you find something to trade every day. Okay, so again, back to the same one. Now you need Commitment, financially, time-wise, education, so you can have the clarity, planning, and execution and review. Forex account, you start your demo account, continue your learning, make your 5,000 to 20,000, which I don't think so anybody able to do it because they were not using the right strategies and right money management rule. So they lose more sometime and they gain more sometime. But this is not the question about making 5 to 20,000. It's about testing your ability to trade in the live market, so you don't make the mistakes in the live market. Whatever the mistake you want to make, you make into this demo account. So that's the purpose, to make it from 5 to the $20,000, or you do at least 40 or 50 trades and see your winning ratio and your losing ratio, why you're losing and why you are winning. So once you've done that, you do your review and test, and then you can go into the live trading. Is anybody doing live trading right now? No one. No, okay. All right. So when you want to do the live trading, yes?
Yunus is doing live trading. I think he started.
Yunus. Yes. He actually commit for the live trading. Not himself, but by me. Through the company. Okay. So live trading, when you're ready, let me know, and I will introduce to icmarket.com.au for two reasons. Number one, spread will be tight. Number two, because I will be monitoring your losses, so I can stop you if you are losing too much and review your strategy why you are losing. And the third reason is the Islamic account. We can talk to them and they will open an Islamic account for you, so you don't have to pay the interest or you don't need to earn the interest. Reason two, didn't hear. Okay, the first reason is the Islamic account. Reason two is the spread is very, very tight. So between bid and ask on the major currencies like Euro, USD, you will get 0.001, sometimes 0.1% of the spread. And the number third is I can monitor your account. If you start losing, I can stop you and review your strategy. That's why you are losing. When I say that I can monitor your account, it doesn't mean that I can see what you are gaining and what you're doing. The only thing I can see is if your balance is less than what you actually put initially, and if it is going negative, then it's a worry.
Shamsab, what about the London? Like at the moment, there are two people from London. So, any advice for them to open the account? Where and how can they open the account?
They can still open with IC Markets, and I can still help them. It doesn't matter where they are.
Okay.
Because IC Market operate in Australia and UK. Okay, what is the minimum amount to open a live account? Remember the rule number one, it's 2% of your account which you're going to risk. If you got $10,000 account, then you will lose $200. If you have $100, then you only can lose $2. So with the $2 loss, you can only make few cents. So the minimum account, what they're asking is about $500. But again, what you're going to make from that, you need to see. Yeah, you can start with the 5,000. But I will suggest that when you start with the 5,000, please review your live trading or live trade before you enter into the trade. Because the last thing which I want is you guys start losing money.
Shamsbhai, one more question. Sorry, again a basic stupid question. Apologies for that one again. I figured out. I was sitting on the computer last Friday. There are some currencies where there is a big difference between sell and buy price, and there are some currencies where there's a very little difference. So this means now when I buy a currency, I'm already giving 1 point something pips towards the traders to just go in negative start away.
That's exactly right. Yes. This is what's happened, and that's why IC market is very good, because their spread is very, very tight. Especially the big one. So I can tell you the FXCM, if you are using FXCM's spread is about Euro USD is about 1.5 or 1 pip, right? When you go with IC market's spread is 0.1 of the pip, 0.10. That's another issue I find with FXCM, that their commission is actually changing from $4 to $6, depending on which currency pair you trade. IC market's got 3.75 commission, 3.75 per lot fixed for every currency.
Like, see, I did on Friday AUD and USD. I straight away, when I just put the execute order, I straight away start with negative $18 because it was already a difference of 0.12. It's like 1 pip and part of.
Yeah, so you see, if you're doing a one lot,
$18 negative, it started straight away from $18.
Yes, if you're doing a one full lot, then it means that's 1 pip means $10, so it's a $20 loss straight away.
So then isn't it not secure like to just go for the only specific currencies, the one which have a less mark?
The demo account, I don't care, if the spread is higher or low, but when you go for the live, at that time, we will try to go for a different broker, which is IC market.
Didn't get it. So you can like.
Okay, to help you understand this one or you to overcome this, what you can do, you can simply go to I think I put this link somewhere here. Hang on. Okay. So all you need to do, you need to just click on this link, and that's got my number on that. So you will be able to copy link, and all you need to do, you just simply go, maybe I can put in the WhatsApp group. So you open your account with this URL and this number 7808. And once you open with this number, that will actually automatically link with me so I can see your losses and everything. And you don't need to actually, you can open the demo account. You don't need to put the money up there right now. You can use them, you can start using in the demo mode. Yes. So what IC market is different from the current where we are, what we are using. Yes, it's a spread is tighter, commission is low, and it's for me, my ability to see if something goes wrong and stop you.
Just an idea on Shamsbhai, maybe some other people can agree with this one. Like, I was just thinking this way, like, the whole idea, how this whole thing is having a much experience of 5 years. So even if we just find a really good programmer to put your all experience in one program. We click the button, it's tell us, this is a time for 30 minutes, buy it. This is the time, sell it. It's going to maybe cost us $2,000, $4,000. And I believe we have 40, 50 members already. It's going to cost us only $40, $50 per each. You understand that? If it is that possible, what do you reckon about that part?
Shahid bhai, if this thing is possible, everyone will do it.
There is no holy grail, right?
True, but I'm just saying.
If I had this program, I will sell it to you for the $1 million. You can still program,
but you know, you get my point. Like
human intervention.
True, but at least that's what I'm trying to say. If we know, because as for myself, when I sit on the front of computer, start doing the trends, start looking the charts. Meanwhile, if I'm going to do the 1 hour thingy, the whole 1 hour is passed, and now I'm making my decision. Okay, this is the time to buy now. 1 hour is gone.
Okay, Brother Shahid, look, you need to understand that way. First of all, yes, we can program as much as we like, but the computer's programming is different than the human visual understanding. The second thing, if you need to rely on the robot for your trading, then you don't need the skill for the chart recognition skill. It means that you are blindly following a program. You still, I would say that we built all those sort of things, what you said in a program, we have this program. I would still recommend that you do your own analysis, right? This program only can help you to identify a direction where you should go, but you still need to watch if there are pothole or there are speed breaker or jump or something on that road. They will definitely help, and it will help a lot, but you still need to sit in front of the computer so you can understand how to drive the car. Okay, Nasir is asking, the day trading mean we're going to carry the trade for the days? Yes, that's right. From one day to the second day, third day, fourth day, or as many days as you like. Okay, so all those who just an information for those guys who participating in this the trust of company formation, we got about 42 members committed, and I think about 130,000 something we already got the commitment for that one. So that's a good sign. Now we got only 3 membership left. So once it's done, then we will close the membership. Next Sunday, the people in Sydney, we will gather at level 239 Auburn, Queen Street, Auburn, the same place where we had the training. For the Melbourne, I think Shahid Mansoor is going to, Shahid Mansoor or Shahid Ismail, I don't know which one, but one of the Shahid is going to tell the people that's we're together. The timing will be 10 to 12 on Sunday, and I would say that we will try to use mobile phone for the hookup. If we can't use the mobile phone or it's too problematic, then we will try to use the Zoom. Do you have a good internet up there in that place? Okay, that's good. All right, no worries. All right, so hopefully that's next Sunday we will come to the shaping of the company, and my plan is that we collect all the funds what people committed by end of middle of Jan or third week of Jan, and start live trading by 1st of February. All right. All right. So that's all for the day.
Thanks, Shamsbhai.
Thank you, Shamsbhai.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you, Shamsbhai.
Okay.
Thank you, Shamsbhai.
Allah
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Shahid is sending message me, says, Yunus bhai, please call me. So you need to send message to him.
Thanks once again, Shams bhai.
Thank you. Bye.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. I will put those videos on the system, and then you can have it. And later on, I will remove, because this particular video, the last one, has got so many private messages which I don't want to be on YouTube.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Yes, PowerPoint presentation, I don't promise, because there's still lots of work to do, and it's all depend on the time. If I finish, then I will, yes, I will share it.